Hi, this is Mrs. Martin, and this week we're going to be learning about insects. This week we're going to be focusing on the grasshopper. We're going to be looking at the grasshopper this week and butterflies next week, and then the following week you're going to be comparing those two types of insects. We're primarily going to be focusing on the life cycle. So today I wanted to read you a book. I found this book in Epic. This is a reading site that has lots of online books for you. It has some that read to you that have audiobooks. And this particular book that I'm going to read, which is called Becoming a Grasshopper, they also have the Spanish version of this book as well. So I'm going to include that link with my video, with the lesson this week, in case you want to go read it in Spanish or listen to it in Spanish. All right, so we're going to read Becoming a Grasshopper. I'm going to just go ahead and double click on that book and open it up there. Becoming a Grasshopper by Grace Hanson. I just want you to pay close attention to the special features of a grasshopper and the stages of its life cycle. It's a stage 1. All grasshoppers begin as eggs. Female grasshoppers lay pods of eggs. Each pod has 20 to 120 eggs. She lays them underground. This keeps them safe. So we can see the grasshopper here, and she's laying her eggs. Stage 2. Eggs remain underground for about 10 months. They hatch in the spring or early summer. Newly hatched grasshoppers are called nymphs. So here you can see the nymph coming out. A nymph looks like an adult grasshopper but is very small. It also does not have wings. Okay, so the nymph looks like the grasshopper, but it doesn't have wings yet. So in this stage, it's after the egg, but before the adult, but it does not have any wings. A nymph eats and grows. It molts as it grows. Stage 3. The nymph grows for 5 to 6 weeks. It is much bigger then. It also has small wings. So when it was first came out as a nymph, it didn't have wings, but now you can see they're starting to get wings underneath here. The nymph has its final molt. It is an adult grasshopper. So just molted out of this into this big grasshopper. Okay? And this is the adult grasshopper. The grasshopper has 6 strong legs. Its 4 front legs are for walking. Its 2 back legs are for jumping. So we can see here's the front legs and then here's the back legs. The grasshopper has 2 antennas. Its antennas are very long. The grasshopper will live for about 10 months. In that time, it will find a mate. It will also do lots of eating. Notice in the pictures, what are these grasshoppers primarily eating in all these pictures? Yeah, so they're primarily eating leaves and plants and grass. Okay, so that's what their primary diet is. Okay, and that's the end of this book. So after you finish listening to this lesson, this book, you're going to have an attachment to complete, and it looks like this. On this, you're going to label the life cycle of the grasshopper. Here's stage A, B, and C. And as you can see, life cycles are always drawn in a picture of a circle or in a continuing motion, because the life cycle is going to continue to repeat itself over and over and over again. So here's the beginning, here's the middle, and here's the end. So it says label the grasshopper life cycle below, use these words. And so I have adult, egg, and nymph there. You're just going to need to either use your text feature or your pencil and either type in those words where they go or use the pencil to write it. Over here on the left side, it says grasshoppers prefer to eat blank. So you're going to, based on the pictures that you saw in the book and what we talked about, you're going to either put text or pencil in what they prefer to eat. Then it says, does that make them and you're going to circle one of these answers. Does that make them an omnivore who eats plants and meat, a carnivore who eats meat, or a herbivore that eats plants? And then on the bottom, it says circle which habitats grasshoppers would live. And so there's 5 different habitats here, and you just need to circle which ones you think the grasshoppers would live in. So, and then you're going to submit that to your teacher. Thank you.